What's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Fella Sports Pod. I'm your host Eli, and with me always is
Tyler. How you doing?
Sorry we missed the episode yesterday. We were getting back from Sacramento from a Sacramento Kings game.
We didn't get back until
Yeah, it was about 2 in the morning when we got back.
Yeah.
So we were just gonna hit the hay and not record an episode, but
hit the
we're
sack.
We're here tonight for you. Yeah, hit the sack town. No, but we're here tonight for you. We hope you enjoy this episode. We don't have much to talk about today. March Madness begins tomorrow, so
Yes.
be back for that. And yeah, we'll give you a little insight on what we think is going to happen in the MLB world opening day also tomorrow. We'll talk about a little bit of what went down today. Talk about our experience at the Kings game, and we got some basketball jerseys on for you. Tyler's got the Kings one on.
Kings jersey.
But
There's
yeah,
a Charlotte Hornets jersey that is not being worn right now, but
I got the Pistons one on here. Go Pistons.
Go Pistons.
But yeah, so
We'll
we'll get right into the MLB. Or whatever Tyler wants to talk about.
Yeah, let's talk about the MLB. So we know the openings day is tomorrow, and I'm pretty excited for it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm very. Even though my opening day was about a week ago, but go Dodgers.
Yeah, Dodgers Padres, the dumbest. Oh, that was the dumbest thing we could have done.
Is Korea like a week ahead? Is that how that works?
No, yeah, maybe the time. Maybe there's a time difference. So looking at I don't want to look at spring training scores and all that because it's really irrelevant. We talked about that last week, but just breaking down the divisions here. Let's just start it off. Eli, who do you have winning the AL East this year?
The AL East. I definitely think the Orioles and Yankees are going to keep it close. I do think the Orioles win the division. It might be by a couple games, but I do think Baltimore pulls it out.
Yeah, I think that the Orioles are just such a dominant team, and they're such a young team. Yeah, a young team, plenty of time to grow. Last year in their postseason appearance, it was very underwhelming. Let everybody down that was rooting for them, I think. And I just think that's because they're very young and there's not a lot of experience there. So I think that this year they're going to win their division. Being a Yankees fan,
It hurts for Yankees
I'm like,
fans,
that
though.
sucks.
Could be Red Sox, though.
Honestly, though, going down the list in the AL East, Baltimore taking first place. I think the Yankees are going to win 90-plus games. I think that the Yankees are going to be second place in the AL East. I think next up, it's a tough one between the Rays and the Blue Jays, but I'm going to pick the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays they didn't really do a lot this offseason. They didn't really spice anything up. They're just same old Blue Jays, so we're...
Yeah, Justin Turner.
Yeah, Justin Turner,
The
because they got rid of Matt Chapman. That sounds like a real upgrade. Not really. I think that might even set him back a bit, because Matt Chapman was a big part of that team. But I'm still going to just think that the Blue Jays are going to be better than the Rays this year. Putting the Blue Jays at third, the Rays at fourth, because this might be one of the worst Rays teams that we've seen in the past 3 years.
Yeah. They've been good. They
Yeah.
definitely a underwhelming squad going into it, but they always find a way to win games. You never know what Tampa Bay can do.
Yeah, Tampa Bay, I mean, once again, another sort of underwhelming offseason. Getting rid of big guys.
Not big spenders, for sure.
Tyler Glass now is gone, but they did pick up Ryan Pepio from the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's a stud. And honestly, them getting rid of Glass now, I get it. The guy's been on their team for I don't know how long, and when's the last time he's had a complete, a full season? He's always getting hurt. And then in last place, the Boston Red Sox. That is not me just being a Yankee fan. That's just me saying, wow, have the Red Sox been embarrassing for the last 3 years, I think. What, maybe 3 years?
Yeah, they suck.
I mean, come on. Yeah, they got Tristan Casas coming up, Jaron Duran.
A couple young guys who can swing it hard
Supposed
here
to
and there,
be-
but they are definitely underwhelming for the first couple seasons they've had.
They got rid of Chris Sale. I mean, I'm not saying he was the biggest factor on their team, but...
He was a factor. He might have been the biggest factor.
I don't know.
They don't have many factors.
Yeah, it really is funny to me that they get, they have Trevor Story, and he's been so quiet, and he's been hurt for a while.
Devers, I mean, you think they could do something?
Devers is just one guy. Devers is arguably one of the best third basemen in the league. Under the radar, I really do believe that.
Usually tops the league in errors, though.
So
it's not great for a third baseman.
No. And I think that's why people think that Jose Ramirez is the most underrated third baseman. However, Rafi's offensive stats are a lot better than Jose Ramirez. Not a lot better, but they're a little better than Jose Ramirez's. But Eli is right. The defense does play a part in that. Moving on from the AL East, we have the AL Central, a complete shit show.
It's very easy to tell who's going to be bad and it's everybody, but I do think the Twins pull out an 85-win season. And
if that.
Yeah, and I do think they take the division. Guardians could keep it close. Typical Cleveland fashion there. I just can't imagine them.
Yeah, I don't see.
Look out for the Tigers.
Yeah. Actually, though, the Tigers pitching staff is starting to get a little bolstered there. Spencer Torkelson.
Eduardo Rodriguez.
Yeah, I think that Spencer Torkelson is going to be a real breakout player this year.
Be a stud.
He's definitely going to be a stick. Let's see. So I got Twins first place, Guardians second place, and it's really close for me between the Tigers and the Royals.
I think the Tigers are ahead of the Royals.
I like the Tigers, but the Royals had a great offseason. They made a lot of moves.
If Bobby Witt can prove he's the guy that for the Royals for a franchise amount of time, the Royals could make a little bit of, like, minor improvement for the future years.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Bobby Witt had a 30-30 season last year.
Yeah.
Which is pretty, I mean, I think. But, no, I think that the Royals had a pretty good little off-season, but the Tigers are just pretty, I don't know. I'm not going to say they're going to be great. I mean, they got Javi Baez at shortstop, who's an absolute
and maybe he might not even play. He might not play shortstop.
Absolute bum. I mean, really, it's sad because
great player just fell off hard.
Not a great player. Yes, it was a 30. Wow, 49 stolen bases last year. That's insane. Bobby Witt is the guy to look out for.
Speed kills, man.
And then obviously in last place the White Sox. White Sox are literally just
biggest shit show on this side of the
South Side.
Yeah, south side of Chicago.
I mean, who do they have? Tim Anderson, Luis Robert.
Nope. No Tim Anderson. He's gone.
Is he?
Yeah, he's on the Marlins now.
Oh, that's right. Completely forgot about that.
Luis Robert's a stud. When he gets out of Chicago, he'll be great. But other than that, he's just a lonely, sad White Sox.
Yeah, there's nobody else. What, do they have Liam Hendricks still?
Nope, I don't think so. He is the lonely sock in the drawer.
Yeah, Luis Robert is a great baseball player.
I don't even know if I can name another White Sox.
Andrew Vaughn, their first baseman, he had.
Really.
I mean, he looked pretty good when he was coming up as a rookie, but he just hasn't really lived up to expectation.
Yeah.
Do they still have Yasmani Grandal?
No, I think so. You know the. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. I really don't know. The White Sox suck. And, I mean, that just goes to show how much.
Yeah. We'll move on to the
AL West.
West.
Wow. I tell you what, there's two teams here that are just going to be battling for worst team in the major leagues. And then the other three are going to be in the conversation for the playoffs. I have...
The Athletics are taking the first place spot.
No, that is not true. For me in the AL West, it's tough because I really do like the Mariners, but
I think it's going to be a very similar season to last year.
As well.
Rangers and Astros are the powerhouses in the American League West.
Yep.
And the American League in general. I think the Mariners fight for close to 90 wins.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine them getting to that spot yet with these two heavy teams in the division.
The Mariners have probably
they've added
probably the best pitching staff in the American League. I mean, it is phenomenal. I mean, they have George Kirby, who we know is a stud.
Luis Castillo.
Logan Gilbert. I mean, these guys were for
Brian Wu.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he's all right, though.
Plus the
There's another guy. Brad Miller.
Yeah, Brad Miller's pretty good.
Miller.
Plus a solid bullpen. And
Anthony Munoz.
do they still have the other guy, Seawald?
Nope, they traded him to the Diamondbacks. But point being, I'm gonna take the Rangers as first place because I don't see them slowing down.
Defending champs.
Yeah, all they did was lose Jordan Montgomery. I think. I don't think there's any.
They will start out the year without Scherzer and DeGrom. They're two pitching guys.
It's not like they haven't won a whole season without DeGrom.
They did do a lot. And they did a lot without Scherzer. I mean, he pitched a couple games last year.
I mean, it seems like they just have a lot of depth to their team. I mean, they pull a guy out from the minors and Evan Carter? I mean, that guy pretty much, I mean, it seemed like he made his debut in the postseason and the guy balled out. Yeah. He took that pressure and just balled out.
That did 4 for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's good. The Rangers have been developing a program for a long time. The World Series win there was, I don't want to say it was no surprise because at the beginning of 2023 season, I didn't go, the Rangers are taking it this year. But towards the end, it made a lot of sense. Sadly, I think I'm going to put the Astros in second. I mean, really, they're just a decent ball club.
All around, just very strong.
As much as I hate it,
yeah,
they're a decent ball club. Kyle Tucker in right field's a force. Jose Altuve, as much as
Jordan.
Yeah. Jordan Alvarez. Pitching, Framber Valdez, Justin Verlander.
Yeah.
I mean,
a force to be reckoned with.
Names that people realize. Angels, I think, are going to go... I'm sorry, I skipped the Mariners in third. Angels fourth. And our Oakland Athletics,
Las Vegas.
Like I thought they went to Vegas, but I guess
the minor league team in the MLB. Just not much going on there. Not much to talk about there. Just
they got T.J. McFarland. Is that his name today? From the Dodgers, from cash considerations. I have no idea.
I don't even know who's on the team. I mean, I could have named some, but I think they've gotten rid of her.
I think they just traded Tony Kemp, and that was like my favorite athlete. Oh, Brent Rooker. Brent Rooker, love that guy. Saw him at the All-Star game.
I can see him slowing down a little bit, but
I love that guy.
NL
East.
NL East, definitely the Met. No, I'm just kidding. I think the Braves take that one.
Absolutely.
Easily best power hitting, best solid team. Easily top World Series contender there.
Oh, man. Second place, I think, obviously,
Phillies.
Taking the Phillies because...
Can't count Harper out. They might not win 90 games, but that'll still be a team that's up there.
Yeah, it seems like the Phillies really are just like, it feels like they're mediocre all year, and then all of a sudden they're in the World Series because they can play playoff baseball.
Yeah.
Guys. Yeah, the Phillies really sort of, I don't know, they frustrate me because I go, man, I mean, we had the Dodgers get knocked out in the first round last year, and it's like, oh my gosh, why are the Phillies in over a team with, 109 wins? Is that how many wins they had?
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. They had a lot of wins last year. Not the Phillies, the Dodgers. Third place. Wow, take your pick. Roll some dice.
I'm going to go Marlins for third. I think they still are the 80-win team of the bunch. I can expect the Mets to Met again and be terrible.
Yeah, the Mets.
They lost a lot of firepower. They don't have much going for them right now.
Whatever firepower they had. The Marlins, when you look at it, they have Sandy Alcantara, which, I mean, he was a Cy Young one year. They have...
When healthy, I think the Marlins, Luis Arias is a very great just contact guy.
Yeah, he had a home run today in the first inning of the game.
Yeah.
Good for him. But yeah, I'd say that the Marlins would be third, the Mets would be fourth, and then our lovely Washington Nationals.
Yeah. Young Nats. Coming up,
Young Nats.
I mean, you could expect C.J. Abrams. I like him. He'll be a up-and-coming star shortstop in the league. But until then, not much going for him.
I mean, they could surprise us. Honestly, I mean, they have C.J. Abrams. They have Josiah Gray.
Yeah.
I think Joey Meneses is still playing for them. They have Dylan Cruz in their system.
Dylan Cruz is coming up. He'll be a stud. I can definitely see him in a couple years, maybe, but until then, I just can't. I can't.
Yeah, no. I mean, they're still the Nationals. We still know how it goes. Yeah. We've seen this.
I mean, all Washington teams have been bad in every sport this year, and you can expect more to come from the Nationals.
It's funny because I look back, and it's just so strange to me that the Nationals won the World Series in 2019.
5 years ago. It's crazy how teams can fall off like that.
Yeah. NL Central. I figured out that the Central divisions in almost every sport are just
very mediocre.
Yeah, not great. I mean, we have the Cubs.
Who do we pick here? I think the Brewers are the team.
I don't take the Brewers.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. The Cubs. I mean, they're the Cubs, man.
Cubs, Reds, Pirates, Cardinals even could be better, but they were just not that good last year. Very underperforming for a team with two studly players like Paul Goldschmidt and Nolan Arenado.
I don't like the Cardinals. I'm putting the Cardinals last. I honestly think that the Pirates could surprise us. I mean, this is probably the toughest division to rank because, I mean, they're all pretty similar. Yeah, the Cubs re-signed Cody Bellinger.
Yeah.
They have Justin Steele and
the
Crickets.
Imanga.
Yeah.
The Japanese player they signed.
They also have Seiya Suzuki, who we watched single-handedly
lose
their playoff spot. So yeah, I don't know. It might be a safe bet to go Cubs, Brewers, Reds, Pirates, Cardinals, but I think that the Pirates can honestly surprise us and maybe work up to potentially an 80-win team.
Yeah, I definitely think the Reds could too. Honestly, I mean,
the Reds.
It's definitely a toss-up. I mean, a coin flip for whoever you want to win the division between the four teams there, excluding the Cardinals.
Yeah, the Cardinals, I mean, I don't even know what the heck they're doing. They're signing, Brandon Crawford, and who else did they sign that was super old?
St. Louis retirement home.
Yeah, I mean, it is just like, wow, what is going on? So, anyways, we didn't really rank the NL Central, but I don't want to be wrong, and I don't really want to rank them because none of them are going to win the World Series.
Go and rank them yourself. Go Reds, Pirates, Cubs, Brewers. Put them in any four order you want. Just put the Cardinals last.
Yeah, and you probably have a 50% chance of being right.
Yeah.
No, that's not how percentages work. All right, NL West, last one. Oh, what a bloodbath we have coming for us.
Los Dodgers. Taking it all this year.
Okay, yeah, the Dodgers are going to win the NL West. I don't see much rebuttal about that. But I will say, after the Dodgers, it starts to become a bloodbath.
It's definitely going to leave minimal spots for teams like the Marlins, teams like the Brewers, Pirates, Reds, that whole scuffle they're trying to sneak in as a wild card team.
Yeah, I'll say the Dodgers are going to take first place for sure. The Rockies are going to take last place for sure. And now you have these three teams in the middle that for some reason seem to be doing decent. I'm going to take... I'd like to take the Diamondbacks, but
I think Diamondbacks go second. I mean, the Diamondbacks, they were a World Series team. They're still young. They still have a lot of their players.
Yeah.
They had quite a few. They just got... All right, sorry for that. But yeah, like we were saying, Diamondbacks with still young, still a lot of firepower there. Yeah,
I mean, I could totally see the Diamondbacks being the second team in the NL West. I will say, though, I have the Giants above. I think Giants can be third place. I think the
Giants will be above the Padres.
Yeah.
I still don't think they're going to be that good, even with their pitching squad and Blake Snell, Logan Webb. They added Matt Chapman. I just can't. I can't see it. I cannot see the Giants being that good.
Well, I mean, you look at
similar with the Padres.
I don't know though, because they just picked Blake Snell, Cy Young last year. That guy's solid everywhere he goes. We have Logan Webb, who is just,
such a second Cy Young voting last year.
Such a consistent pitcher. We have Matt Chapman just got added. Eli said that. Upcoming shortstop, top prospect, Marco Luciano, I think, is coming up, and that's kind of why they gave Crawford the boot. Now St. Louis Cardinal.
Jung Ho Lee from
Japan,
and another foreign guy.
Honestly, that guy, he puts up good numbers, and we've seen a minor league. He's been okay. I don't know. We didn't really expect him to be, anything super crazy, but he's fairly consistent, so I'd say that he's going to do okay for him. I don't know, do they still have... No, I don't... Okay.
Padres, definitely. Losing Juan Soto hurts, but I can expect a better year from Fernando Tatis. I hate Manny Machado, but he's still a solid player.
Yeah.
But I do think the Padres will not make the playoffs this year. and they will be a lowly team again. And the Rockies are the Rockies.
Yeah, the Rockies just
everybody's favorite Colorado team.
Yeah.
Just a struggle bus there.
That's our MLB takes. Watches, we're all going to be completely wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody here is sitting on the Pirates.
Pirates are going to win the World Series.
Honestly, though, I really like the Pirates this year. I mean, they just got a bunch of young guys that are starting to come up. What, they just got Paul Skeens?
Yeah.
They drafted Paul Skeens? I mean...
And they said he'll start in AAA, but I can expect to see him come up soon.
Yeah, I mean, he'll start in AAA, but who's he competing against? Name
Or
one Pirates pitcher that starts.
Mitch Keller.
He is a stud. Mitch Keller's really good. Everybody else, though.
Yeah, very mediocre team.
They have David Bednar and Aroldis Chapman in the same bullpen now. That's kind of cool to see because I do like Bednar and don't like Chapman, but Chapman throws hard. Yeah. So, anyways, that's our MLB takes. Let's get into what happened today in sports. Pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
Draymond Green gets ejected versus Magic. Okay, yeah, we watched that.
We were watching that. We were sitting there watching a TV, and we look up, and Draymond Green's walking out, screaming, throwing stuff, throwing his tantrums.
Not actually throwing stuff, but...
But yeah, a couple minutes into the game, double tech, ejected. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, it was funny because, you know, looking at it, Golden State still won that game against the Magic. But yeah, this Draymond Green guy, I mean, I don't think that, I mean, what, I think they said he was like 9th in techs this year.
Oh, I am sure he's probably up there because he's been suspended for.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it. I mean, I don't follow the NBA enough to go, wow, this guy really is a force on the Warriors, and he really can't, you know, be doing stuff like this. How many people look up to Draymond Green? Don't know.
One.
I'm like, is
somebody out there does?
You know, if LeBron was doing something like this, or you know, Curry was doing something like this, it would be different. But like Draymond Green, really?
Again?
Yeah, like it just he's just the guy. In other NBA news, we watched the Mavericks absolutely slaughter the Kings. Going in there as a Kings fan and leaving a Mavericks fan because I really don't care about the NBA. No, that's not true. I like the Kings still. It was still cool to watch those guys.
Yeah. Oh, the Sacramento Stadium is very cool.
It was
very open. We got some great seats, but
we did, yeah.
Another
Sabonis.
Yeah, but if you definitely haven't watched Luka Doncic play in person,
Luka Doncic,
it is unreal.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, he's throwing up shots that you would expect. I mean, and anybody to miss. I mean, it just makes them and makes them. It's different. Kyrie Irving, another.
Kyrie Irving.
Whoa! How do you do that?
Especially when he's one of the smaller guys on the court.
Yeah.
But watching Doncic, I don't know. I call him Doncic. I don't know what anybody else calls him. Probably by his name. You know, it was more surprising when the shot missed, you know, because he would just shoot the ball and you go, oh,
whoa.
No, there it goes, you know. And that's a step back fadeaway.
Yeah.
You know, 3-pointer to just go. It's such a flat shot, too. I don't know. It's just cool. In terms of the Kings, Sabonis.
Yeah, we watched Sabonis.
Did he have a triple-double?
No, I think he was an assist shy. He went like
assist shy?
11 points, 11 boards, 9 assists.
Yeah.
Kind of underwhelming against the Mavericks there, but he still put up his usual stats. He recently broke the record for the most double-doubles in a row of 54 games, or 55 now probably.
Yeah, I'm like, well, he had a double-double last night, so that was cool.
And we watched Fox. Fox did pretty well.
De'Aaron Fox was a pretty cool guy to watch. He started off slow in the first quarter, which goes to show when sports betting, don't do first quarter bets because a lot can change. I think he only had what?
He had like 20, but
2 points in the first quarter.
Yeah.
That might be wrong. I was there. I should know. But
definitely a fun guy to watch, Malik Monk.
Dude, that guy.
He's about 6'2", 6'3", and just throws down dunks like it's like he's on a trampoline. It's unreal.
I think he might be a little
super fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, it was a cool experience. Got to go to the stadium. I got to buy a jacket.
That was fun.
Sacramento sales tax. 6'3". Yeah, Malik Monk, he was cool. There's one other guy. Chris Duarte. Seeing him show up.
Former Oregon Duck.
Yeah, watching him show up and play. He didn't really play very long.
Threes, I mean.
He had a couple threes, yeah. they played him at the end of the game, you know, when it was kind of over. But he's a younger guy, and a lot of the other younger guys played at that time. Doncic actually didn't even play the third quarter.
The fourth quarter.
Or the fourth quarter.
He left. They were up by 30 at that point, but it was still...
And I think he had, 26 or 28 points already? I mean, it was crazy. I thought I was going to say a 20 or a 50-point game. Other than that, yeah, pretty underwhelming from the Kings. The shots just weren't falling for the guys. I mean, nothing was really smooth with the Kings either. I mean, we'd make a great pass, and the guy intended to receive the pass would either drop it or off his finger or, you know, just stuff like that. Didn't pan out the way that we wanted it, but I was there just to watch some NBA basketball, not necessarily to... I don't care who wins. Yeah. I really don't. It was definitely fun.
It was my first NBA game. Tyler's been to one or a couple. I don't know.
I think I've been to two.
Yeah, but it was very, very cool. Go see an NBA game. Definitely worth the watch. They played music during the whole game, which was kind of cool.
That was
different.
Really
strange. Very interesting.
Yeah, they tip off and then you just start hearing a beat.
Yeah, there's a beat or something.
What's going on? And these guys are just
a soundtrack in the background.
Hooping out here. I'm like, what is going on?
It was very cool.
What other guy I want to touch on? We kind of already did. Kyrie Irving. Oh my gosh. Listen, I don't follow the NBA. I really don't care about it. It's not my sport per se. But I think that might be my new favorite player.
Yeah, he's very, very entertaining to watch for a 6-foot guy.
Yeah.
Goes up and under around 3 7-footers and tosses up something.
Watching a guy that's 6 foot dunk makes me feel.
Oh yeah, he did dunk. That was funny.
Because I can't dunk and I'm 6 foot, but I'm also not Kyrie Irving. Yeah. I mean, and he's older, you know, than. Well, he's not older. I mean, how old is he?
He's pretty old.
Yeah.
For an NBA player.
Okay, yeah. He's older, and so watching him out there, warming up, watching all the kind of veteran guys out there warming up and stuff, just kind of seeing, like, you know, there's no urgency until they need it, and they know when they need it and not. You know, you look at the rookie guys, and they're like, ooh, doing all this and that. No, these guys are cool until they need to put the pressure on.
Yeah, that's about it for sports that we got.
Yeah, I
mean, Daily Nugget real quick, or
I don't know what to talk about, bro. I mean,
yeah, we got not much else going on for the day, for the week.
I'm pretty tired.
A slow kind of week. It's about 11 o'clock here. We're gonna cut it, I think, here.
I'm gonna cut it a little short, even though I think this is still
like 20 minutes.
A whole long video.
Thank you for tuning in. Definitely tomorrow, opening day of baseball.
Yeah.
March Madness is back on, the Sweet 16. It's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be super cool.
Tomorrow will be a great video because we'll have a lot to cover and a lot less just rambling on about who I think is going to win the division when I'm not an analyst.
Yeah, definitely tune in. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great time. Tyler and I will be talking about it. We'll be back in Oregon at that point. California is great, but it's not that great. Sorry, Californians.
Yeah, it's not great. I've lived here for 6 months. I can attest and say...
Tyler's dying inside.
Yeah.
But, yeah, thank you so much. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Hit that like button. Comment something.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thanks,
Tyler.
Jeff.
Tyler was a little weirded out, but...
I didn't actually read it, but I heard about it.
Yeah.
And I expect more of that, and I'd like some fan mail.
Yes.
Yeah, fan mail. Hey.
Do not tell them our address. No addresses, no mail. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.